is the chess song. हाँ चेस में जो ये मजा है, इसके इतने सारे रंग, सीखे खेले आजमाए, चेस बेस इंडिया के संग। थोड़ी देखी चेस थ्योरी, इन-डेप्थ कमेंटरी, यहाँ कवरेज है बेमिसाल। इम्प्रूवमेंट होगी तेरी, ब्लंडर से ब्रिलियंसी, बनना चाहे तू भी तार। शतरंज का कमाल, शतरंज का कमाल, शतरंज का कमाल, शतरंज का कमाल, शतरंज का कमाल।
देख ले मुझे, मैं आंखें मिला लूं, ट्रैप लगा के मैं नर्वस करा दूं। तुझे क्या पता तू करेगा खता, फिर मैच की कथा को प्रथा बना दूं। टिक टाइम जा रहा है नीचे, प्रेशर तुझे मिसे टेक में खींचे। गुरुजी ने इसे काबिल बनाया, पीसेस के यूं खड़े कर दूंगा बगीचे।
एक मिनट, बगीचे?
हाँ बगीचे, अटैकिंग प्लेयर हूँ यार।
ढूंढ ले, checks captures threats in this position, ढूंढ ले, हर मन में खोज ले बेस्ट डिसीजन, ढूंढ ले, जब हो जाए सही कैलकुलेशन, इससे बेटर फील नहीं है यार। शतरंज का कमाल, शतरंज का कमाल, शतरंज का कमाल, शतरंज का कमाल, शतरंज का कमाल।
Hello. Welcome everyone to this sixth round of the tournament here. We have the Superbet Chess Classic going on in Romania. And this is your host Sagar Shah welcoming you to a day of very exciting chess. We have both Pragnananda and Gukesh playing there, and they are doing quite well in this tournament. Just so that you know, both of them are just half a point behind the leaders. So this is actually quite an amazing thing, with both of them trying to finish at the top. Let me just see if I can pull up the standings. But guys, a big news that has happened while we were on the rest day is the World Championship match happening in Singapore. Guys, what are your thoughts about that? Guys, I was today, this stream has started at this time because I was at the office today, the Temple of Chess, doing some stuff. But yeah, we wanted to start at 8 and by mistake we scheduled it at 7:30. So sorry for the delay there, and we hope to have a nice time now over here. So by the way, Singapore is way too expensive, says Nagato. Neutral location is good, no pressure on both. India lost the bid, says Thomas. Guys, these are the standings here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yes. So there we have it. Caruana leading with 3.5. Pragnananda on 3. Gukesh on 3. Alireza on 2.5. Nepo on 2.5. Wesley on 2.5. MVL on 2.5. So very close tournament and every round being extremely well fought. So let's go to the games now. First one is between Pragnananda and Deac Bogdan-Daniel. Pragg opens the game with 1d4. Deac goes knight to f6. We have, by the way, one draw already. between Caruana and Nepo. C4 by Pragnananda, and Deac goes E6, knight to C3, and bishop B4. Guys, what is the name of this opening? Srinath Narayanan says, is Singapore really that much more expensive than India these days? Is the question he asks. Very interesting question, Srinath. But I'm sure it's more expensive, no? I mean, I don't know by how much, but it could be more expensive. But at the same time, I believe that not many of you are going to travel to Singapore, are you? How many of you are actually planning to travel to Singapore? Yes, it is the Nimzo Indian, guys. It is the Nimzo Indian. So here, bishop b4, Nimzo Indian, e3 played. The Rubinstein system. He goes b6. The Deac wants to put his bishop here, generally to b7, but could also pop out to a6. And Pragg goes knight g2. The last time I think Pragg was facing this was against Hikaru Nakamura from the blacks. He was playing with black pieces. Now he's going for white, and knight e4 played. So he's actually attacking here twice. It's defended twice. But I guess a normal move is queen c2 here. But Pragg goes bishop d2. Maharishi Ray says, I lived there for 6 years. It should be a good location. Great location. Hotels are expensive, says Raymond. Srinath, how was your tournament? You were playing in Serbia. How did it go? So knight d2, queen d2. In this way, Deac has won the two bishops. Deac, bishop b7, a3. I guess you don't want to give up your bishop, so he goes back. And now Pragnananda pushes the pawn to d5, closing down this bishop on the long diagonal. a5 played. I think one of the ideas of a5 is to get your knight out from a6 to c5. Also push the pawn to a4 could be an idea. Knight goes to f4. e5 played. Pragg goes back to d3, attacking the pawn here. d6 played, defending. Srinath says, it wasn't great. I lost 11 points, but it's helping me a lot understanding things from players' perspective and with my own self-realization. That's amazing. You know, guys, one of the most important things that coaches often shy away from is playing, because, after training a lot, it's difficult to play. But if they play every now and then, they really get to understand things from a player's perspective. And for that, kudos to Srinath for being brave enough to try playing and, gaining insights. It will help his students even more, because he will fine tune his understanding of various aspects of chess even further. Bishop e2 played by Pragg. I was thinking if Pragg would go something like e4. But maybe Pragg didn't want to put all his pawns on light squares, so he went bishop e2. Knight d7. Castles. Bishop a6 played. Now attacking this pawn here on c4. And maybe here's an interesting question for all of you. Just let me think if I framed it correctly. If b3 is played here, I was wondering if a4 is possible. Because after knight takes a4, I wanted to take bishop takes c4. But I guess it's not a great idea because of just knight coming back to c3, bishop b3, and then knight b4, and this is very good compensation for white on the light squares here. Okay. So anyway, Pragg could have played b3, but he went knight c1. Bishop went back to c8, and Pragg went bishop d1. He wants to get his bishop out to c2 or a4. Now the knight comes to c5, and white knight jumps to d3, offering a trade. Castles, he pushes his pawn to e4, and Deac attacks the queen, queen e2, and g6 is played. So already looking quite promising for Bogdan-Daniel Deac. And by the way, he always comes under a lot of time pressure. But today he has managed his time so well. He has 58 minutes. Pragnananda has 55 minutes. If I were to ask you what are the major imbalances in the positions, the differences between two sides, what would they be, guys? Sandeep says, can we see Singapore World Championship at venue? Any procedure? Well, Sandeep, you will have to buy tickets, buy a flight ticket, go to Singapore, and I think you should be able to attend. Zeus says, hello Sagar bhai, how is it going? Zeus, it's going amazing. Everything's great. Life is wonderful. Chess is everywhere in life. Sharat says, why are you not analyzing the game of future world champion? Well, I will be in a bit. But first today, the game of Pragg. Last time I started with the game of Gukesh. Arjun says, bishop pair. White has more space in the center. Yes, black has the bishop pair. Correct. White has more space. That is also correct. White has bad bishops. Correct. That's true. Black is weak on white squares. That's also true. But he has the light squared bishop. In a way, I would say that black's plan is pretty straightforward. Wants to push f5. But white's plan is not so clear because pushing b4 is not yet possible. AB, AB, and the rook on a1 is hanging. Yes, whenever the tickets come out for the World Championship match, we will let you know, guys. All the updates will be given, so don't worry. So right now, Pragg is under some pressure. I was wondering if Pragg would take here, b takes, and then put his bishop on a4, just trying to control this diagonal. But it could very well be that this diagonal is pointless. There's nothing happening here, and black would go f5, and then all of a sudden, Pragg is like, I don't like this position anymore. So you see, white has dark squares are weak for white. So if f5 is played, then f3, then the dark squares get further weakened. So these are few things that need to be taken care of. Subramaniam VCC is, will you go to Singapore to cover the event? Yes, most likely I will see. We will definitely cover it with all the things that we have. All our energy. Don't worry. Okay. So right now, Pragg is slightly worse. And by the way, guys, I have a big information for you. Let me see if I can bring it up. This World Chess Day, we are doing the first ever FIDE rating tournament in Mumbai at our chess club here. So it will be, the link is in the pinned message, and also my first link in our description also. So my suggestion to you is to check it out, and wherever you are across India, you can think about coming here. By the way, there is a tournament that is being held on the same day in Bhopal by Niklesh, and also on the same day there is another tournament that is being held in where is it, in Bangalore also. So on 20th of July there are many rating tournaments happening, and I think it will be amazing. You know, my one of the main reasons for doing this tournament is that the club has begun since a long time, now 2 years, and there are so many players who have become strong at the ChessBase India club, and so we wanted to do something for them so that they can try and fight for their ratings. So that's the reason why we managed to do this. So just so that you know and have all the information here, this is the tournament that we are organizing. It's the first Phoenix Market City FIDE rating rapid rating tournament organized by ChessBase India and Phoenix Market City Mumbai. It is under the aegis of AICF, MCA, and MSDCA ad hoc committee. 20th of July, on the occasion of International Chess Day, there is an official attempt for Guinness World Record by FIDE, because it's the 100th year and they want to have maximum chess games played on that day. So we will be doing, we'll be part of it. And this is the prize money. 1 lakh is the prize fund. First prize 20,000, second is 15, third is 10, 7, 5, 4, 2, 1, and so on. And there are other prizes, rating category, there are age group prizes, and so on. The entry fee is 300 rupees only, and this is the schedule. You report at 10:30, it starts at 11 and ends at 8 p.m. So this is how the tournament is going to be, and if any of you are interested, please do join in. Okay guys, let's go to the next game that we are going to look at. By the way, Pragg has played Rook B1. He wants to play Rook B1 and B4 is the idea here. And so B4 is what he wants to play. Anyone can play, guys. Yes. Unrated players can also play. So by the way, B4 is what Pragg wants to play. And my question is, how should black react here? Guys, if you were black in this position, what would you do? Let's try to get some thoughts here. Wow, Deac, even before you could answer, has gone F5. Ranga Ganeshan says, no pieces traded. No, basically one pair of minor pieces already traded, Ranga. So it's, yeah. F5. Abhishek Kumar says H5 was stronger. Actually, the engine also suggests H5, but I'm not so sure if H5 is so easy to play. I mean, I'm also wondering what is the point of this move. For example, if I play B4, AB, AB, I don't know. I mean, would you take here? Would you play Bishop G4, provoking F3, weakening the dark squares a bit? Okay, let's say you take. And I don't know why you would play H5. Like, the engine really prefers maybe H4, threatening H3. Could be an idea, but I think the most natural human move here is to play F5. Just push the pawn to F5 and ask a question to Pragg. What is it that you are going to do next? And I think Pragg would take, pawn takes. And this is where I'm wondering what would be his next move. Guys, if you were in Pragg shoes right now, what would you play? White to play. Let's go. Let's see how many of you are able to guess what would you play here as white. Others says, can anyone tell me if FIDE has incorrectly updated our rating? How can we complain? I think you need to write a mail at admin@fide.com. This might be the right way to go about it. Let's see what are the answers that have come in here. Second. We have Bishop C2 has the maximum number of answers here. I'm not a big fan of this move because of F4 threatening F3, and if you play F3 on your own, this position can get very, very nasty, guys. After Bishop H4, and here's the very nice point. Let's say you go B4, AB, CB, Rook B4, and here's my next question to you. What would be a very interesting move here for black to play? Guys, it's a typical King's Indian move. Black to play, what do you do? It's not so simple. Actually, it's very, very tricky, but let's see how many of you are able to guess this correctly. Let's see what is the answer that has come in here. Everyone wants to go G5, and I am not at all unhappy with it. It's a good move. You are going to go H5 and G4 here, which is a very logical attack. But here is a very smart idea which you can remember in such positions. Think, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to rephrase the question. Think about sacrificing a piece. Let's see how many of you can find now this move. This is a very, very interesting move. Yes. Although everyone wants to sacrifice the wrong way. दोस्तों, Bishop H3 करके क्या मिलेगा? I'll just take it. You will give one check, I'll just move away. You got nothing. Nightbot is like, dosto, don't forget to like and subscribe. Arey, Lightbot, tell them don't forget to not blunder a piece. Bishop G3, how many of you said this? I want to see Bishop G3. Answer by E4, Mithun, Adyan, Amit, Ayush, Israel, Bishal, Sumit, Shilpi, Anshu. Well done. And the point is, I want to come in with the queen to mate you. So you take and F takes, and believe it or not, there is no way to stop this and this checkmate coming in. It's very difficult. Think about it. If I move my rook away, queen H4, and no matter what you do, this check and check is coming. So let's say the king escapes from here, so you move your queen away, or let's even put the queen on a dark square so that it can come back. So check, king here. And now another important moment for all the people in the chat. What is the brilliant move here to win the game for black? Let's see. Now I need at least 30 of you to answer this. Black to play. Let's go. These are typical attacking ideas in the King's Indian defense. We have more than 1000 people here, guys. Do like the stream. And today's aim, small little aim, is to have 17 lakh 9,500 subscribers. We are at 487, 88, 89. Wow, 11 away. And let's see how many of you got the answer. Yes, 38 of you answering it correctly. Beautiful job. Shilpi Agarwal, Sheila, Jayesh, Arjun, Aviral, Vignesh, Adarsh, Ayush, Painapali and Anish. Well done, guys. Bishop h3 is such a classy move attacking here. And if you take f2, g2, g1 is a queen. So you may want to do something else. Perhaps check. Check here could also be winning, but I guess the main problem here is queen g1. And it's not so clear yet. Although you can try to even sack another rook here. Gf, queen f3. When this might be very well winning here for black. So it's very interesting position. But bishop h3 is the easiest way to win here. So well done, guys, all those who found it. Meanwhile, Pragnananda has said that I am going for nothing of this sort and goes for the move directly b4, which is the best move in the position. So Pragnananda creating his own counterplay here. And after AB, AB, CB, Rook B4, this seems like a position where white has enough counterplay and an interesting position is building up. Now, it's time to go to the next game between Gukesh and MVL. And I'm very, very surprised by the fact that Gukesh has only 21 minutes on the clock, while MVL has a massive 1 hour 28 minutes. E4 by MVL, E5 by Gukesh, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, a6, bishop a4. आकाश बोलना भैया, बैनापाली बोलते हो. अरे फिर आकाश, आप पहला नाम आकाश कर दो ना चैनल पे, बैनापाली क्यों रखा है. Rook e1, b5, bishop b3, castles c3. Ooh, he goes d5. You know, this is the marshal, right? What am I missing? b5, bishop. Yeah, exactly, c3. So here h3, a4 are all anti-marshals, but he goes c3. Gukesh says, I'm going for the martial attack. Takes, takes, knight takes, rook takes. So the point here is that you've given up a pawn in the center, but in return you go c6 and you get bishop here, queen moves in here, bishop is here. This is known as the martial attack. So after rook e1, he played the move bishop d6. Siddharth Ranadev says, Sagar bhai kasa kai, what are the standings here? Siddharth, these are the standings. No, this is the tournament that we are organizing on 20th of July, the International Chess Day. But these are the standings of the tournament, just in case everyone wants to know what are the standings here. So these are the standings of the tournament that we have. Okay, going back now. After the standings, bishop d6 played. Then we had Mohit Singh says, Bhopal mein kab hai tournament? Also on 20th. On 20th International Chess Day, we have tournament in Bhopal, in Mumbai. There's also tournament in Bangalore. I think many tournaments are happening on International Chess Day. Make sure you play a game of chess or a tournament of chess. Bishop f5 played by Gukesh. So mainly the main move here is d4. Then play can continue this way. But he played d3. So bishop f5, queen f3, queen h4, threatening checkmate here. Attack here. g3, queen h3, bishop e3. I think you can take this pawn now. It's a theory. He actually took it. Knight d2. And essentially what black is saying here is, white is saying here is that you have got the pawn, but I have better pieces. So that's what the fight is for. I was also wondering if after queen f5, a4, you can actually take here on e3, but then rook e3 attacks the bishop and queen e3, queen f3, knight f3, bishop g6, and we reach this position which is slightly better for white because there is pressure here on the a file and there is pressure here on g6. So, you know, white has a lot of pressure moving in all directions in this position. So that's the reason why he does not take on e3, which looks like a good bishop to take. Bishop d4, bishop f8. By the way, look at this. This is all preparation for MVL, while Gukesh took a massive 44 minutes for rook e8. That's just unbelievable. Take. Queen f5, bishop f5, take, bishop d5, cd5, b4, again playing super fast, knight f1, g6, knight came in, bishop c4, f3, he played bishop h6, king f2, takes, and now Gukesh makes this very interesting decision, d4, giving up the pawn. Isn't that amazing? I think Gukesh did not like the fact that white will put his bishop here, rook here, put pressure down here. And so he sacrificed a pawn right in the center of the board for activity. Pawn takes, and now bishop comes to d5. He plays his bishop back to d5, and essentially what Gukesh is saying is, now your bishop is passive, my bishop is active, but rook a5 played to attack here, and this is not going to be easy defense for Gukesh because, yeah, this pawn is weak. He's pawn down. He could go rook b8, but already the position is bad because after g4, h4, king g3, king f4, it looks great for white. So instead of rook b8, what is the move that you recommend here for black to play? We have a new member, Sunil Katagi. Thank you so much for becoming a backer of Indian chess. Sunil, thank you. Everyone in the chat wants to go bishop c4. This is not a bad idea to put the bishop on c4. Bishop to c4, defending here. The one very offbeat move that I want you to think, guys. Yes, I will also show other games. Guys, one offbeat move. Yes, I am really anonymous. Well done. Yes, all those who said rook 8, I am sure Gukesh is thinking about this move. Oh, did he already play it? Wow. Gukesh, amazing, amazing. Because now after take, you go for a check. I don't know where the king will go here, here. Definitely not here. If he goes to f1, we can just celebrate there because we won a rook. But king g1 and now bishop f3, and Gukesh is actually happy with this activity. Very interesting, very interesting. Samais Dadi says, Sagar, is this pawn sacrifice dangerous? I feel like Gukesh is definitely taking some risk after bishop f3, mainly because d5, and I have two passers now. Two pawns running down to become queens, while Gukesh is going to maybe try and somehow create play here with check. King f1 takes here, but check, king up, maybe bishop d4, maybe d6, threatening d7, bishop c6, b5, bishop d7, rook b7, bishop h3 check, king e1. But look at these two strong pawns. This is risky. This is very, very risky here for Gukesh. And I feel like this game is going to get very interesting. Gukesh's defensive skills are going to be tested to the max here. Arjun says once the rook gets traded, it should be a draw. But you know, Arjun, like this should be a draw for sure. Because, you know, there's no way that you can push your pawn forward. But I'm not so sure if, let's say, I make the move king e2 and you take this and this. This might not be as trivial a draw because now I have a passer here. And in order to stop that, maybe you have to go b4. This also should be a draw. But I think, yes, MVL rightly takes the pawn, Gukesh comes in, gives a check, king g1, bishop takes f3. And now with Gukesh having 19 minutes, look at MVL blitzing his moves, plays d5. He's telling Gukesh, I am going to just make you suffer here. And what is the move that you will play here as black? Now, if you were in Gukesh's shoes, what would you do here? I think first of all, you would be very, very stressed out. Especially because you are 1 hour behind in time. You are 1 pawn down. Where did Gukesh blunder? Japan says. Okay, that's a very good question. I want to actually do one small thing here. I want to have a board here. Let's go to reference if I can open it. Do we have a board? Yes, there we have it. Okay. So first we see the theory in this game because this is played many times. Of course, everyone knows this. Opening Marshall has been played 21,000 times. Even this position should be reached 1300 times. Actually, rook e1 lesser played. Main move is d4. So that also somewhere MVL's prep. Okay, anyway, rook e1, bishop d6, d3, bishop f5. We have 1400 games. Queen f3, queen h4, g3 also fine. Queen h3, 644 games, bishop e3. I know this has been played like hundreds of times. MVL himself, if you look here, has played it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's a big expert in this line. And by the way, there's also an analysis by me here, which says bishop d4. Both sides would like the opponent to exchange the queens on their own terms. If white exchanges on f5, then he can no longer count on any advantage. While if black takes on f3, then the knight on f3 and bishop on d4. Look at the juicy e5 square. Juicy. This was way back in 2015. Yeah, I used to use juicy as something. I used to write it often. Here, by the way, Gukesh, queen f5, bishop d4 was the main move. He played a4. MVL Aronian was the game. And so Gukesh wasn't well prepared because MVL had played it against Aronian in some blitz game. Yet after rook e8, bishop d4, this position has been played before. Take, queen f5, bishop f5, AB, and we reach a relatively new position. So the question here, and which was a very logical question asked by one of our viewers, is what is it that Gukesh did wrong to land up in a difficult position here? So my thinking here, by the way guys, is that Gukesh felt uncomfortable defending this position because after bishop e3, I see no reason why he had to give up the pawn in first case. This looked like a very interesting pawn sacrifice, but at the same time a risky one. If he played a move like f6, rook a7, h5, I mean, bishop d4, there could be a check. I don't see how this is worse for black. So Gukesh first giving up the pawn was a bit of a risk take thing. Then cd happened. Then bishop d5. And now he went rook a8. So yes, it's still within grasps of a draw for sure. But you need to find this very difficult move. Now let's see how many of you actually found it. Not many, no. We wanted the move here. f6 is the move we were looking for. Just getting the king into the game. I think this is an important thing. ललित आर्टवर्क्स आस्क सर क्या आपको चेस के सपने आते हैं हॉरर वाले? नहीं, चेस के सपने नहीं आते मुझे. Actually nowadays I am not really getting too many dreams, unless of course I am very very tired. But d5, now one of my worries is bishop h6 and mate. That is one worry I have to take care. Second is the bishop comes in the center here. Why not king g7, says Shritij. Shritij, king g7 looks like a good move to me. Not at all bad, but after check, you have to decide what you want to do. Because king f8 could be met with bishop f6, kind of mating attack, yeah? Or even check, king here, check, king here, and check. And you are already in big trouble now. d6 is coming in, f7 is hanging, h7 is hanging. So d5, I'm sure Gukesh is right now very stressed out. He has 12 minutes on the clock. MVL has 1 hour 24 minutes. So I don't know if Gukesh would play f6 because it's a little difficult move to make, especially with this 7th rank opening up. But it seems like the right thing to do here. Akash says, you said something is happening in Bangalore. Akash, go to aicf.in/calendar. There you will see a tournament happening in Bangalore on 20th of July. Okay, what else should we do here? Right now, Gukesh down to 11 minutes now. And no increment after this on time. He will get increment in seconds per move. By the way, Anish Giri against Nodirbek Abdusattorov. Nodirbek has an outside passer, but Anish has control on dark squares. Just one thing you shouldn't do is play the move bishop c5, but I think it should also work. Because I was thinking f4 would lose the piece, but not really. After rook e3, very good move. Attacking the bishop, black is okay. So Anish Giri is fine. He will draw the game. Firouzja versus... Whoa! Wesley So beating Alireza... No! Alireza Firouzja beating Wesley So. How did this happen? Wow. It was the Nimzo Indian. Okay. Wow. First of all, just gave up a pawn. We just gave up 2 pieces for a rook because the position was already very tough. And this is the winning position for Firouzja. Completely winning. Even if you get your rook in, bishop e2. Just simple move. And then rook e1. And I have material. Anirudh says, I registered last Sunday for my first OTB tournament. But due to India's final match on Saturday, I was not able to attend. We'll try to attend 20th now. Arey, nice Anirudh. Please play. Playing over the board has a completely different enjoyment to it. Let's go to Pragnananda versus Deac. So after knight c5, bc5, b4, cb, ab, this is the position on the board. Shashank says, Sagar, why not rook a3 in Gukesh game? Okay, let's have a look very quickly at the point here, rook a3. Okay, firstly, Shashank, here's the problem. I can go d6. And if you take here, what's the winning move, guys? White to play and win. I mean, there are 2 winning moves, but you should know them both. Yes, all those who said d7 and rook b8, both of you are right. We have Arjun, Harshit, Arav, Ramesh Babu, Digitalogy, Shilpi, Sarang, Doraemon, and Dynamic, Parikshit, Rajkumar, Motivation, Yash, and Riddhesh. Well done. d7, rook d3, check. And white wins. So let's go to the game of Gukesh because I think the move has been played here. Gukesh did find f6. So Gukesh showing why he is the world championship challenger here, defending staunchly, and that he must give all that he has to defend. What about rook g2, says Anustup. Anustup, instead of f6, if you go rook g2, I go king f1. What next? You didn't gain much. If you go after this pawn, already rook b8 check, king g7, d6, threatening d7. We saw this could get very, very dangerous. Doraemon says, I came to see during my classes as I was so interested in Gukesh's game. Yes, for now, Gukesh is under some pressure for sure. Now, MVL is thinking what is the way in which he can put some pressure. My first thought goes to check, king f7 and check. And I want to take the h7 pawn. As black, you are happy because if he takes, you can take the d5 pawn. So most likely he can't play d6. He will lose the rook. So yeah, this is not easy. Maybe 2 checks does not make sense. Arav says, Arav has given a very interesting suggestion here. Instead of f6, why not check here? Check. King here and take on b5. Very interesting, Arav. Very good. But now, I can at one point try to activate my king, but I can also stop his king with the move bishop h6. Now the king cannot come out, so you play the move f6 trying to come out. Then I play king f3, king f7, king e3. Guys, did you see this? What happened here? It was very beautiful to see. Check, by the way, bishop f8, check, king back, and king c5. White wins. This was very beautiful. Did you see this? Just to show you what happened. In this position, if you play king f3, king f8, I want my king here, here, and here. Correct? Because if you come here, I go king e7. If you come king d4, I play king d7. If you play king c5, I go bishop e2, b5, and somehow I will, when you play b6, I'll play bishop a6. You won't be able to make progress, and this should be fine. So you're falling one more short. So the way in which this variation was played was that I start with bishop h6, stopping your king from coming out. And once you play f6, now I get the same variation, but I'm very quick to reach here. And here the major difference, bishop g7, f5, bishop h6, I think the major difference is that the king will come in from here. And that's the problem. And it's very, very subtle. And in fact, this move bishop h6 does remind me of some very famous game here. Let me just, this move bishop h6. Can anyone tell me which game does it remind you of? This move bishop h6. Just clearing this square, right? Actually, for this coming here. Yes, Shashank, you can play even if you are unrated. No, there was one very famous game. Yes, Shilpi Agrawal, very good. Let me show you in our ChessBase if I can find it. So, it was the game between Topalov and Shirov. Very famous game. Topalov, Shirov. Krish Karthik, very good Krish Karthik. Very strong. Anyone who knows this game is a strong player in the chat. Guys, don't go away. It's one of the most stunning moves to have ever played in the history of chess. So I'm going to show you that right now. Shirov versus Topalov. I have to now find... search. Oh, they have played many games, but it was 0-1 that happened in that game. And generally between these top players, you don't have too many 0-1 games. So I should be able to find it relatively quickly. Ah, yes. We found it, guys. We found it within a minute. Here, let me show you that game between so here we go. It is this position. It was played in Linares, and you have to tell me here is the same idea, black to play and win. You know what did he play? Bishop. So the thing is, black wanted to win here, but white's king was coming like this. and he wanted this square for himself. So just like in that game we saw bishop h6 clearing, here bishop h3, crazy move. Crazy move. The main point being that the king cannot come here because g2 is hanging. So gh, king f5, king e4. If king e2 f5, now you also have this passer. So he went takes, d4 blocking the pawn, now trying to make a queen, stopping there. And here he resigned because after bishop c5 d3, black is winning. Whoa! Guys, how did you like this move, bishop h3? Wasn't it stunningly spectacular? Did you like it? The move bishop h3 that was played there. By the way, in the game f6, rook b8 played, king f7, rook b7. Oh, this should be closer to a draw now. Bishop d5 is what I'm assuming Gukesh will play. Amit says crazy move. Awesome move, says Badri Narayanan. Now I think Gukesh has realistic chances to escape after bishop d5. Although this still is very dangerous. And this could be just game over. So yeah, some care must be taken here. King e8, rook takes h7. Will Gukesh have enough time? Hermit asks a very pertinent question. But Hermit, after take here, I think Gukesh should be able to hold this. Not extremely difficult, but it is. We have Samai's Dadi says, Sagar, do you ever get tired of chess? Yes, sometimes I do. It's not like I'm always very energetic, but yeah, it's easy to come back. Which is with its next tournament, Dynamic Duo says, well, he's going to play in Zagreb now, very soon. He'll play from the 10th to 14th, where he will be one of the participants along with Magnus Carlsen for the Grand Chess Tour. D. L. Sandro says bishop d5 for black and is close to level. Yes, but I'm a bit surprised that Gukesh is not playing his move, right? Like here, after rook h7, it's been close to 3 minutes and he's thinking, for what? Maybe he's wondering if he needs to add this check or not. But Gukesh, you can't think so much. If you are getting the pawn, just take it. Just take it. Samai's Dadi says, not gonna lie, this format of 2 hours is very boring. It's like watching a test match between Zimbabwe and Bangladesh. Could be. By the way, he's taken on d5. And now, MVL, thinking. Raunak says, I'm making a chess explanation AI for the chess community. Can you check out? I will check your mail, Raunak. Thank you for sending it. Okay, we'll wait for MVL to play. Meanwhile, Pragnananda's game, I would say Pragg has managed to stabilize the position for bit after take, bishop f5, and this is the position. What should white do here is the question for Pragg. he is thinking maybe one idea is to play bishop just c2. Other could be to play f3. The other one could be g3. There could also be a slightly more active move here, which is c5. This is not an easy move, but it makes sense because after take, you can take knight c5. Clearly not queen d5. Why, guys? White to play. Let's see how many of you are awake here. White to move. Yeah, this is just very, very unfortunate that you lose the queen on this diagonal. Bishop b3 by Arjun, Shilpi, Amukta, Kirtan, Madhesh, Vasist, Amit, Anirudh, e4 and Motivation World. Well done, guys. So bishop f5 played, and I am assuming Pragg to go c5 because even after take, rook f4, queen b1. And DC, white should be better here. Okay. Yeah. Cringe Potato says, can I get all the best? I have exam tomorrow. My name is Akshita. Akshita, wish you all the best for your exam. Do well. Give your best. Okay, guys, while Deac is thinking for his move, let's quickly go to MVL versus Gukesh. After rook takes h7, bishop d5, b5 did happen, and Gukesh again finds a great move. Rook e2. Wow. Because after bishop c5, I'm assuming he will go check king here. And now rook c2. Or can I go directly to bishop d4 here? Bishop d4. Not so sure here. Attacking this. Actually, what will Gukesh do now is the question after bishop d4. This is hanging. Pawn is rushing forward. Not so sure here. I'm getting stressed out for Gukesh's position. He also has quite less time now. 5 minutes left. MVL has 1 hour 15 minutes. Meanwhile, Wesley So getting completely outplayed by Firouzja. Queen d4 played. We go back. Rook d1. Okay, interesting position. Lakshay says, can we do great by learning from videos online? For sure, for sure. It's very, very useful to learn online. There's so much wealth of content out there that you can get better very rapidly if you learn. I also wanted to make some kind of a place where people can meet and learn chess and improve. So that's the reason why we are doing some kind of a community center, you can say. It's called the Temple of Chess in Mumbai, where people can meet, learn, have a library, books, maybe eventually more stuff will happen. It could become something very nice that we could build in every city. By the way, Nodirbek and Anish have drawn their game. Rahul says, I replied at Super DM to help with Chess Ranga as front-end developer, but no one replied. Rahul, I got your message. I will reply very soon. So thank you so much for writing there. Will reply shortly. Spidey Spider-Man here says, I don't find watching chess tournament interesting without chess drama. Sagar bhai, koi new chess drama news suna. Spidey Spider-Man new chess drama is that the World Championship did not come to India but went to Singapore. Does this qualify for chess drama for you? Free puzzle sites. Well, there is Lee Chess, chess.com. There is ChessBase account. We are also building something on Chess Ranga. So yes. Yes, the World Championship is from 20th of November in Singapore. I'm actually thinking about what should I go there. In fact, guys, what would you like? Like coverage from there, like the candidates, or live stream? And also, we were planning together with Samay to do some very nice live streams here in person. It will also go in on YouTube, but also here people can come and visit in person, those ones. Live stream. Prabhat Kumar says, Sagar bhai, how to avoid family pressure to get married? Prabhat Kumar, actually in my case, it was the other way. I was very young, so I put pressure on my family that I want to get married. I was just 24. But yes, I can understand sometimes the pressure can get too much if you are above a certain age. Oh, Bishop A7. Okay, live stream. We will try to do live stream. I guess many of you would love live stream. Yeah, something here on a pretty good scale we would love to do. And we will do it with Samay. There will be a lot of people who can come and visit us online. Also, they can see. And at some point, we will also think about going to Singapore. So everything. Oh, Rahul says, I have started currently redesigning and coding Chess Ranga locally and about to finish it. Oh my god, Rahul, that is unbelievable. I'm very excited to see it. Anu31704U sends 200 rupees super chat. Thank you, Anu31704U. Always supporting our streams. By the way, Gukesh goes Rook B2. Attacking the B pawn. Now B6. Sagar Chess Ambanat says, I'm planning to watch it on YouTube with few students like I did during Magnus versus Caruana. That's amazing, Sagar Chess. Sagar Chess, you can sign up for the tournament, rating tournament that we are doing on 20th of July. The link is pinned and also first link in the description. And you can come there with your students. I'm sure they will enjoy it. Also, thank you so much, Sagar Chess, for making the weekly timetable schedule sort of tournaments that are happening in and around Mumbai. This is what I love about the community, where everyone chips in to help each other, and that's amazing, Sagar Chess. We have Rishabh Shukla who says, Sagar bhai, your favorite actor? Not yet, not sure. I have liked different actors in different movies. I don't really know if I have a favorite actor. Maybe Amir Khan is a very good actor. Who else? I like Farhan Akhtar. I like him. प्रभात से सागर भाई कुछ दिल्ली में भी करो, हम लोग वहां नहीं आ सकते. आई एग्री, ऑफ कोर्स आई हैव टू डू समथिंग. वी विल slowly start doing it across. Like right now in Mumbai, we also have Niklesh doing it in Bhopal. Things will start rolling, I'm sure. Anirban Guha says, if I remember correctly, Ding Liren in a recent interview before the finalization of venue that he's not keen to come to India, rather Singapore sounds more familiar. Yes, I think Ding is happy with what's happened. Gukesh should be fine. By the way, now Gukesh very much under control because he has pawns here. Bishop stopping the pawn from advancing. Bishop f3, g4 he can play. So draw very likely now. Amazing. We say, Samay says, how do you feel? Samay Dadi says, do you personally feel about Singapore? A lot of people have different views on it. Some say India would be better. Some say it would ease off pressure. I don't know. I think overall, one thing is for sure that it's a big thing for Singapore chess. We are going to interview Singapore Chess Federation's CEO, Kevin Gove Ming, soon and get these thoughts. But it will really boost chess in Singapore. As for India, as I interviewed the CEO of FIDE and he said that although this is not happening in India very soon, more big events will happen in India. So I guess we have to wait and watch for that. Spidey Spider-Man says, why Nihal isn't getting opportunity? Big Nihal fan. I think Nihal, in terms of his classical rating, has been not been able to break into 2700, and that has been affecting him. I think he will do so soon. Apart from that, I mean, of course, he's an amazing player, and hopefully he will be back at the top where he belongs very soon. But for now, he is definitely around 2670 or so, and he's lagging behind a bit. Now, right now, the position MVL has 1 hour 10 minutes. Let's go to Pragg's game against Deac. So Pragg goes after AB, Rook B4, Bishop F5, Rook B2, and meanwhile we have Ujwal Deep, who's contributed on Help Chess. Thank you so much, Ujwal Deep. Helpchess.org. You've contributed there. That's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you so much for your support. I think Pragg has just played his rook to b2 and is waiting for his opponent to respond now. Deac. What will Deac play? I think he might go. This bishop is hanging. So maybe bishop h6 could be a move. Could be. TechnoBeast says, do you think Gukesh kind of changed his do or die play style to somewhat balanced play since the beginning of candidates? Maybe. You know, players evolve. They cannot be the same. It's like how we human beings are, right? Like, for example, all those who are very young, maybe what you were at 15, you are no longer the same at 20. And as is true with every player, they also evolve. Like, I'm sure Gukesh no longer feels like attacking just like he used to do when he was a little kid, because He learns from his own experience and keeps fine-tuning his style. Ooh, we have another contributor on Help Chess. Aman Patel contributing 1,000 rupees on helpchess.org. Aman Patel, thank you so much. It's amazing. It's amazing. We started this tournament with 1402 believers. Right now we have 1426. So 24 to 25 believers in this tournament. So thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's quickly go and check the game of Wesley So and Firouzja. Wow. Queen to e5. I believe there will be a problem with bishop d4 threatening a mate here. But also, like for example, f6 check. And now take this, and the c pawn looks very strong going down the board. So that looks lost here now completely. So we have 3 games going on. We have Wesley versus Firouzja, where Firouzja is completely winning with white. We have Pragg versus Deac, and it seems like a equal position. And we have MVL Gukesh, again looks like a drawish position. It's a live. Gamer says, can you show us the points table of this tournament? These are the points. Please check it out. Okay, back to the game. Let's take some few questions from the chat. Ujwal Deep says, thanks Sagar bhai for supporting talented chess players. Thank you Ujwal Deep for all your support. You know, at ChessBase India, we've always found this huge support through our community, which has helped us to take very kind of bold decisions. Like for example, the 14 laptops that we recently donated, this Temple of Chess which we are launching, the Chess Club which is free and open to all for since last 2 years. And all of these initiatives that we have is only because so many of you support us. So thank you, really thank you. Means a lot. It helps us to do many interesting things with support. Hermit says, any future videos or collabs that you would love to do? Well, we have a series called Chess Pe Charcha, which I want to do with many more creators or many more well-known personalities outside chess. The format is to play a game of chess with them, ask them about their life, and then later on merge the two. Like the opening is about their first phase of life, middle game is about their mid phase of life, and end game is about their last phase of life, something like this. And I already did it with Bishwa and Suhani and Karan, and with Vaibhav, which is being edited. So want to do it with more people. Magnus Carlson says, nice idea, like chai pe charcha. Yes, something like this. ऋषभ शुक्ला says, सागर भाई प्लीज ऑनलाइन टूर्नामेंट्स भी कराया कीजिए, प्राइस पुल भले ही कोई ना रखे. But without prize money, how to do tournaments is one question for me. You know, like maybe we can do it. Meanwhile, for our tournament on 20th of July, we already have 64 players who have signed up out of 350 entries that we have. Like space is for 350 players. So yeah, I guess you should also think about signing up pretty soon. Raj Dross says, sir, I just played in my first rated tournament which ended on 30th of June, and according to FIDE calculator, I will get 1405 rating, but my ratings still haven't been published. Congratulations, Raj. That's a great result to be rated now. मोहित सिंह सेज भाई भोपाल में कहाँ है लोकेशन पर बताओ कैसे रजिस्टर करें. I think Mohit, you can go to hindi.chessbase.in and there should be an article on it, or you can follow Niklesh and you will get the updates. G4 played here by Maxime. So wondering if I can do this and go back. That's one way. The other way is a little bit more adventurous. Should be a draw, perhaps closer to a draw, but why should we get into this? Let's go to Pragnananda's game. Deac is thinking a lot. Like, this is Deac's issue. He was 32 minutes and now he's thought for next 14 minutes. He's down to 17. Spidey Spider-Man says, I want to see death match between Nihal versus top player. Nihal is great crowd puller. Also, thank you for covering chess coverage. It's really engaging and fun. Yes, I am hoping that we can do some death match with Nihal. This time we want to do with someone else. Let's see if that also works out. Let's see. Bishop f7 played, stopping the pawn from coming forward. Check king d7 or king e7, and this should be fine. Holdable. Nihal versus Hans. Yeah, that could happen soon. That could happen. By the way, Deac plays bishop c1, attacking the rook. Now the rook has to move. Maybe rook c2 with the idea of c5. But rook b1. Take. Yeah, I think black should be fine here, but nothing much than equality. Okay, guys, I will be back in a second. Just please wait. Let me put Gukesh's game because it has some time pressure element to it. I'll be back in a second. Okay, king goes to f1. By the way, guys, I'm going to share with you a couple of things that I really want to do in the next days, which I have been unable to. One is I want to play more online. This has been a dream always. By the way, Gukesh down to 1 minute 47 seconds. It's not looking scary as of now, but imagine, okay, my king goes here, here, here. Suddenly pushing the rook away, otherwise this is queening, right? So the rook comes up. Then I go here. And suddenly my king starts to move and pushes the pawn. This could be lost. So yeah. Neil Modi says BG6 there, but yeah, I mean, of course, have to take care of these ideas. But oh, look at this. Gukesh is saying your rook is going to get trapped here. MVL luckily has this square. Okay, what to do now as MVL? This was such a cool move by Gukesh, trying to trap the rook. Imagine if pawn to h3, then this rook is gone, right? King f8. Ah, check is there. No, check here. Let's say check, king, bishop here. Ah, but let's say if you go king f1, now king g7, suddenly the rook is trapped. So having the pawn on h2 is useful, yeah? Like you can go back. What did he do after king f8? Yeah, he's still thinking. Okay, let's go to Pragnananda's game very quickly and see what is he up to. Okay, Deac. By the way, I'm going to call it here. Pragg might beat Deac, even though the position is completely equal. Maybe not too much. I think calling it doesn't look smart. It should be a draw because Deac will just put his bishop here and then play like double on the f file. It's nothing much. So bishop g4, bishop c5, bishop e6, king g7, and now my bishop is quite potent. Okay, by the way, rook b2, rook f4. Okay, sorry, rook f4, rook f4, rook f4. Where to go? Queen d3, rook a3. You see how black's pieces are more active and could cause real trouble. So Pragg has to be very careful. Maybe a good idea for Pragg is rook a1. So that if bishop c5, he can just chop off one pair of rooks. That's helpful for Pragg. Okay, let's go to Gukesh's game. He's down to a minute on the clock. After king f8, his opponent played rook h6. Gukesh has 52 seconds. Oh my god. But why not? What is happening? King e7. Why not king g7, by the way? Rook h3. Okay, rook comes out here. So okay, king e7. Should we continue with king e1? Okay, Gukesh puts his bishop on d5 and stops the pawn. Yes, Gukesh has just 1 minute now on the clock. But with bishop here and rook here, it looks okay. King d1. I think MVL is trying not just on the board but also on the clock a little bit. Bishop e4. I guess king c1 will be played. Check. Okay, king b1 is blunder now because of, guys, black to play. How many of you can spot the winning move? Absolutely correct. Rook takes h2 check. And you win this rook. Great answers by Shilpi, Arav, Kathiresan, Eric, Doraemon, Vedant, Abhik, Parikshit, Siddhant, and Aryan. So, king e1, bishop d5, king d1, bishop e4. So, you come here, I give check. Once you come here, I give check, you have to go back. Then I come in. So, bishop e4 and MVL is waiting for what move to play next. Seems like a draw, guys. Wesley So versus Alireza Firouzja. Oh my goodness. He's just threatening mate f6. I think Wesley now, by the way, threatening check, take, check, king g8, check, game over. Yes, Amitabad, you are right. It seems Gukesh is out of danger. True. And here it seems like Pragg is in some danger. Because as we said, black's coordination is just mind blowing. Look at this bishop. And I loved how Deac actually got bishop from here to here to here and then put it on c5. Beautiful play. Okay. Waiting now for the next move by MVL. Guys, this round will have one decisive game, I'm sure, but also seems like this will end in a draw. Pragg Deac, I'm not so sure. I feel like I'm not sure. Deac is thinking a lot and he's down to 15 minutes. His position is so good. Queen f6. Chirag says, did you ever meet Agad Matar? No, only on streams. Rook h3 played here by MVL, but never in real life. Hope to meet him someday. God says, hello, new to the stream. I just started chess week ago and my elo is 800 from 200. That's amazing. It's amazing. Should we go rook e3? So that after king e5, maybe h3. Now my rook defends this. But after king d4. Sorry, guys. Check and I lose. So I should definitely go from the other side. Hello from the other side. And I mean, there's just no way to make progress because this is just so powerfully stopped. Seems like a draw for now. Deac is not making his move. Well, Pragg's position looks tough, but I don't think he will lose this. By the way, guys, while these games are going on and they seem quite slow and steadily growing, let's. I was thinking I can also play. Um, Let me try and play a game. I think that would keep me, because right now there's nothing much happening and the moves are happening at a slow pace. So let's just quickly. Three plus 0. Let me see if I can window capture, leeches, play. Yep, there we go. My aim and dream is to become 2500 on leeches. I'm 20 to 80 right now. I don't play so much. Like I play regularly, but not very seriously. So I want to play more seriously and maybe on streams a bit more. Yeah, something like this. Okay, d4. Keep this for some time. Knight c6. Okay, d5. Let's push the knight. e4. By the way, without increment. And my opponent is what? 2452. Ooh, interesting. Okay, let's go h4. He takes the pawn. Okay. g3. It was a pawn sack for some play. Knight c3. My rook opens up. That is something. Bishop d3. Bishop g5 maybe should be fine. Okay, d6. a3. What did he play? a6. Okay, that's a good move. I don't know what to do here. Maybe I'll go f3. I want to play queen e2 and then long castles. Okay, just go back. I'm not very concerned about the missing pawn, right? In my position, I need to be fast, but I need to improve my time management. That's very important if I want to become a good player. Ooh, risky. Let's go. Let's sack here. b5. Bishop h6. मारते हैं यार दोस्तों. Let's go. This should be gone for him. This should be completely gone. How should I? Okay, let's keep this bishop takes. Why not? Okay, rook b8. What should we play? g4. Queen f8 he might do. Yeah. Queen h2. Just develop your pieces. Yeah, just develop your pieces. Just get them out here. I think that should be good. Knight f4. I can take it, but I can also go here. Knight f5. Oh, come on. Oh, he has queen g2 maybe. But check diya. Okay, I can take here. Okay, I'm not able to handle the time actually. Check king e7. Take here. b4. Actually, I should have been much better at some point, I feel, no? Like, okay, engines say it's nothing. I thought I should be winning here, but no. He just very calmly got his bishop out. Wow. Wow. Insane. And then I was pieced down. Amazing. The way he played was simply brilliant. He just didn't care. Yeah, he castled and he was like, okay, you want to sack? Take. My two knights defend all the squares here. And then he just... Wow. He just gave me no chance. Okay, I'll come back to playing against someone soon. Let's for now go back to the game. So Gukesh, by the way. Oh, some moves have been played. So Rook H3 we saw. King E6, Rook C3, okay. H3, fine. He did not, of course, take here. I think that would have been a big mistake if you took here. Because of, guys, white to play. There's one winning move only. One move to win. What is it? Okay, the move that all of you have recommended, many of you, is Rook E3. Well done. Pinning the bishop. And that has been Arav, Ankit, Pranay, Doraemon, Atharva, Shubham, Shritij, Furious, Lakshwant, and Rahul. The point is, if you go king here, then bishop b8, and I win your rook. King d5 is met with b7. And somehow it's not even like, I mean, if I take here and play b7, then this is just a draw, because in the end I win your piece. But the main point is that after rook e3, there's just no way to even hold on to this piece somehow. F5 is one move, but now I can take, I think, yes, b7, rook b2, b8, queen. That wins. Or even like take, b7, rook b2, b8, take, and it's winning. So normal position here for Gukesh, who's very active. Okay, he has to be just careful, like not to blunder into something like this pawn moving forward. But otherwise, he has this pawn locked up. b7 is not coming up. King could enter here, try to win the pawn. And let's quickly check what is up with Pragg. It's also very interesting to note that both the Indian youngsters are playing the games only, like they are the only ones left. Firouzja, by the way, won his game against Wesley So. Just to see how the game ended after Bishop d4, f6, queen d6, queen b7. Oh, bishop takes f6 happened. Bishop c3 and he resigned. Yeah, let's go to Gukesh's game. What will he play now? Rook a1. It's his move. He has just 19 seconds. 18, 16, 15, 14, 13. He goes rook b3. I'm sure that Gukesh is confident of holding this. Ganesh Bhatt says f5 is playable now. Here, f5. It should be fine, Ganesh. Yeah, if Gukesh wins World Championship match, he will get, I think, 10 crores. It's generally 60% to the winner, 40% to the loser. Sometimes if tie break, then 55 to the winner, 45 to the loser. And 60% of 18 crores is 10.8 crores, so around 11 crores. After tax, 7 crores. Yeah. 7 crores is something which maybe some people could never earn in a lifetime. So, and he would do it in 15 days or 30 days, which is nice. Yeah, if he will win, he will also get some award from the government and everything. So that would be good. Yes, he will be a millionaire for sure. He already is right now, I'm sure, but Pranay says, isn't the pawn lost on h3? But taking that pawn is dangerous. Like, for example, let's say I go... I was wondering if this... Yeah, this is not a defense. Like, this I thought is a very tricky move. Because after take b... But then the rook comes back and stops it. So, yeah. Yeah, if he loses, even if he loses, he'll get 7 crores, yeah. No, but you reach the pinnacle of your sport, right? So this makes sense in that way. Also, I would say good job by FIDE to find sponsors. You know, earlier for many events, it would be difficult to find sponsors. Like for the match Ding versus Nepo, they did struggle. And I think here it was like Chennai government was there, Singapore was there. So it was very cool. Sagar bhai, do you think FIDE will break the world record for most OTB games on 20th of July? By the way, Himank, what is the current record? Like how many games is the record? Because I feel like many tournaments are happening. In fact, we are doing one, Niklesh is doing one, there's one in Bangalore. In India itself, there are 3 events on the same day. I'm sure there are others as well. Oh, Vidit versus Arjun in Title Tuesday. Let's see how quick I am with my OBS. And can I get that game? Surprised that Vidit is currently playing Title Tuesday. Okay. I'm in. Watch. Titled Cup. Title Cup. Players.
I'm actually not sure I believe in this at all.
Games. Search. Vidit Arjun. Yes. Got it, guys.
This feels a little bit wrong. I don't quite know why, but it's just my spidey sense are a little bit.
And there we have it, guys. Ooh, with its last move, not that great. Okay, so just very quickly, what happened was e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. Okay, they played the Italian. Normal. f5 is not double exclamation, it's theory. g4. What? With it sacked a knight. Amazing. Did he think for a long to take that? Yeah, he thought for 51 seconds. Okay. By the way, with it, queen d6, instead of that, maybe e4 was stronger. He played here, bishop c6, bishop d3, e4. Oh my god, Vidit is just crushing, yeah. Takes on d4. Actually, c5 would have been better here for Vidit. But he took cd, e3. Whoa. Man, what is Vidit? Like, he's on fire, huh? Fury Vidit. Gotham versus Hans Niemann. Okay, pick. And now what? After e3, Arjun is thinking. Because if takes, his queen is hanging. He can't. There are too many pins. Maybe f3. He found the best move. Wow. Arjun's going to make Vidit's task tough to win. That's for sure. But Vidit has a very good score against Arjun and he's proving it here. Queen b4 played. What? Vidit went somewhere really on the side. But can Arjun find this insane move bishop c2? No, he went bishop d1. Queen d4. Now knight b3. Arjun's winning now. Wow. What a game. Still, I'm sure there are some twists here. Queen h4. But now queen e1 is winning. Finds it. Because check, there is rook g2. Yeah, Vidit really played well, but now he's just gone. He's just too much material down. He's 2 pieces down. So it's time to resign. Take. Did Levy really beat Hans? Okay. Vidit lost, but this was a great game by Vidit and great defense there by Arjun towards the end. Yeah, here I'm sure Vidit was winning here with c5. Let's say c5, knight b5, queen g6 check. But he went, yeah, he took here, and now he could have played a little bit, like even if he took this and check, this should have been around equal. Okay, but with it lost. And let's see, you were saying about Gotham, right? Levy Rosman versus, oh, this was maybe on some, in some other round, yeah, he played. Levy Rosman versus Hans Niemann. Wow. Levy won on time. Insane. That's amazing. Okay, guys. That was the game. Arjun beat Gukesh. Sorry, Arjun beat Vidit. Now we are looking at Gukesh. Oh, Gukesh drew. And they agreed to a draw. Check. The reason why, by the way, he had to come up and he couldn't here just make a queen is because after take, king d here, king f3, and you just win the g4 pawn. So Gukesh draw. And Pragg, I mean, if we know Pragg well, oh, his opponent is on 30 seconds. Crazy. Pragg likes to grind, but I don't see how he will grind here. Look at his opponent's structure, which is so solid. Yes, Gukesh made a tough draw. I mean, he made a good draw there and will definitely boost him for this event. But Gukesh has been playing quite well here. So h5 played here. Now how can Pragg try to create something here is the question. Yes, Gukesh's time management could have been better, but the way in which he managed to hold it was good. I thought it was a good job by him. Yes, h4 can be played here for sure. By the way, if Pragg wins this, he will get into the lead along with Caruana. Right now, Gukesh is half a point behind the leaders. Atharva says, which is the best positional play book for 2100 leeches? I think there's this book on positional play by Sakaev and Landa. You can check that. Pragg. How to, this is the weakness. I need to latch onto it. I want to get my bishop here. The moment I come bishop e2, rook takes f2 is hanging. So Mario says Pragga will swindle Deac for sure. Let's ask our chat. Like, what do you think? Will Pragg actually be able to swindle Deac here, or will it be a draw? Because my feeling is it's very difficult to swindle your opponent here. I put a poll here. Maybe you guys can answer. I think draw, yeah, like. Let's see what are the answers for this. We have 63% thinking yes, Pragg will swindle his opponent. 37 says no. So h5 rook e2 played by Pragg. Okay. Now Deac has only 47 seconds. So what will he play now? I think simple move is queen d4, offering trade. Chap draw kar lo. But Pragg will... Oh, he goes queen c3. He also doesn't want draw. Yeah, he's putting pressure here. Someone says, what about rook d2 with... that's a good idea, someone. Rook d2 with the idea of bishop d1 and bishop here. But what about h4 now? The main point being, if queen takes h4, there is a powerful move you can find here, black to play. Let's see, guys, if you can find black to move to keep yourself sharp. Yes, Deac is his second name, Jashan. All those who said queen e1, that does not work because of rook e2. White is winning. I mean, white is better. The move is queen c3, and we have had Atharva, Mithun, Abhishek, Sundar, Arav, Rishabh Shukla, Parikshit, and Ravikant. So queen c3 attacks here, and you can't escape. So this plan of rook d2, bishop d1, bishop c2, although interesting, it seems a little too slow, but definitely worth an attempt. Goes queen c3. Pragg has 11 minutes, opponent has 1 minute. Okay, let's play one more game. Only chess. I would love to. Okay, this time I'm black. I'm going to play e4, e5. I'm going to play very solidly, inspired by all the top players of the world. They play this very solid chess. Knight f6, d3, d6, b4. Okay, bishop back, bishop e3. I think I will take. Okay, castles, rook e8. Knight g5. I think I'll play rook e7. I don't think this is dangerous, so I'm okay with it. Queen b3. Okay, it's putting a lot of pressure there. But I think I'll just simply play queen e8, defend here. Next move, I'll kick you away. H6. He has to go back. I mean, taking here is possible, but doesn't look great. Ooh. I think it's too much. Yeah, this should be fine for me. I mean, bishop e6. I have everything okay. Unless, yeah, I mean, you will get some play for sure. Maybe take. Rook e6. Okay, knight f3. Maybe he wants to come like this. Queen here. Ah, maybe. Okay, I want to go knight e7, but there is queen takes c7. Maybe I can go just queen d7, being very, very straightforward about it. And now knight e7. And next move, I'll go king h7. Okay, somehow he's maneuvering his pieces. Wow. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, let's do d5. That seems like a plan. Okay, queen goes back. Now let's take this. Okay, my idea was this and this fork. Terrible. F5 still maybe. Maybe I could have just taken on d3. I don't know why I did not do that. Queen d6. Yeah, maybe queen d6. Knight e6. My position is still okay. Playable. Rook d8. I don't have time, as always. Queen f6 maybe. Queen d6. Okay, I'm just winning now. check, come back. Knight. Oh. Actually, this was a very interesting exchange sacrifice that he did. Yeah, now queen d3. Exactly. Queen d3 was just winning. Knight c5, queen d6. Okay, fine. I was still in the game, but it was not the best what I played. I was also wondering he could take here. Take, and play e4. Knight e3 I had. So maybe queen g4 he had to play. Okay. But yeah, he just blundered here. And then he got into trouble. And then I was winning, of course. But I had less time. Okay, let's quickly check what is up with Pragg. So Pragg, after queen c3, rook c2, queen a1, rook e2. Drew. He drew. That's good. That's good. Okay, guys. Draw today. I'll end today by playing one more game. Just I want to play a good game. Can I do 3+2? Perhaps I'm too slow for 3-0 still. So let's do 1 3+2. Standings are Caruana leading still, and so I'll show you the standings of the previous round. So in this, Caruana drew, so he reached 4. Pragg is 3.5. Gukesh 3.5. Alireza joins them on 3.5. 3 players on 3.5. Rest all there. Okay, c4, dc, knight f3, knight f6, e3, bishop takes. Now threatening this. Okay, good move. Bishop e2, coming back, just trying to break this pin. Oh yes, I'm entitled to play Title Tuesday. True. I can think about playing it now. Maybe I should get better. Okay, knight c3. Take. Bishop e7. Bishop e3. h3. Okay. Rook c1 maybe. Also possible now is to push g4 and knight e5. This could be an idea that I can try. I want to also push d5. Okay, rook c8. Okay, my position is a bit passive for sure. Let's go queen d2. A pretty sad move, I must say. But I want to go rook d1. Okay, my main aim here of this game is not to blunder and not to lose on time. Baki sab we'll just make simple moves and continue. Yeah, this is good. Take. Okay, let's put the rook in the center. What else? It's not so bad. If he takes here, I'll take with the pawn. Maybe takes here, take with the pawn. A6. Okay, I'm going to change my plan. I'm going to go knight e4 now, trying to come here. Bishop b4 could be irritating for sure. For sure, actually, that's a great move. Because if I go queen d3, he'll go bishop g6, pinning me. Okay, bishop g6 directly, then knight c5, right? Now my position is great. So now I'm threatening to take b7. Okay, knight e3. I can take with the queen now. I can also take with the pawn, but let's take with the queen. Okay, he has some problems for sure. Here, knight e6 could come at some point. How to defend b7? Queen a5. Okay, what sort of a move is that? Isn't this hanging? Maybe if I take here, he wants to take here. How about just playing a3? Very calm move. Not really worrying about anything and preparing b4. Maybe he'll take. It's possible, but I can take with the pawn and get a queenside majority ruling, like b4 then. Could be very powerful. Hey, queen c7. Not a big fan of this move because I can go knight e5 now. And the problem here is that if you take knight e5, I can play knight e6. Correct? Wow, he did it. Can't I just take knight e6, attacking the queen, and then queen c1? Yeah, it should work, right? He plays queen d7, I'll take on f8. I don't see him having any real move. Knight e6, let's go. But now you just lose the queen, my friend. Queen e5, attacking the rook. Maybe d5. Okay, many ways to win now. Let's see the most clean way to win. How about bishop f3? I think that should be a good way. Bishop f6. He was ready with his move. Okay. Maybe queen a5. Okay, and now can I just take this? Okay. Bishop comes back. Wow. Oh my god, my time is getting low. Queen e1 maybe. Okay, bishop e4. No, king h2. Take. G3. Oh my god, he's winning. I had so much more time. I had also a great position. I can't believe I botched it up. Nice. Yeah, I don't have a move. Actually, I think I had a draw right here. If I played like here. There was none. Yeah. There is one. There is one. King here. G4 maybe. This is a draw. Okay, he's winning here, but he played king e6. Bishop b8, but king f4, check. King g5, yeah. What? Why did I come back? Okay. So, okay, firstly, I thought here I started to get better. He should have taken knight d4. I think I was sharp here, knight e6. Yeah, just take on d4 would have been nice. Somehow he managed to survive. I shouldn't have taken the pawn. Bishop g4. Guys, please, you can right now take some rest. I want to win one final game. Not win, but at least play better. Okay, I'm against 23-40 now. Okay, g3. Maybe d4 here, stopping e5. Okay, this looks really bad opening. Rook b8 makes some sense. Wants to play here. Let's go a4. You know, these days there is this new way of playing like c3, then knight d2, e4 stuff. Let's do that. Knight d2. queen c2 e4 is before I could even do it, he broke in the center. Fine, I'll take knight f3, and I'll push this and gain some space. You know, it's nice always to have some space on the queen side. Okay, c6, rook d1 maybe makes some sense. Queen e7. How about bishop to e3? I can put my bishop here or here, maybe, or just in the center. He can play knight e4. Okay, g6. Okay, let's focus now. How do we continue here? Maybe knight d4. There is knight g4. Yeah. Maybe he wants to go there. Okay, let's attack this rook and come back. He did not even let me do this. What is this? Okay, queen b3. Okay, now maybe just come back here. So I have pressure here. Okay, he can take this pawn if he wants. But I like my position. As such, it has a lot of potential. Especially the weakness here. And I'm threatening to take and take this pawn, which is quite good. He can go knight e4. I like this move for him. And then I go knight h4. He can go back. Okay, knight e4. I need to think what to do. Knight d4. Knight d2. King g7. Wow. This does not feel right. The spin and all. I mean, this just feels like... How about I play c4 now? Just trying to gain some... h3. g4, g5. We'll go h5. There is... Oh, he went... What? Okay, bishop e4. Let's do... Maybe g4. c5. Wow. Okay, this I think I can take, but I can also come, like I can take, but I can also come back. Because now these pawns are very weak, no? And somehow trade. Okay, my king is also a bit weak. h5. Okay, g5 maybe. Maybe I can sack and exchange rook d5. Just like that. 'Cause this is weak. I can play against this b7 pawn with this bishop. I think I should have compensation there if I sack. What is he thinking about? Let's sack now. Maybe it's not needed. Maybe it's just useless, but okay. My rook was not playing in the game, can come into the game. This pawn is a bit weak. Now knight d2 could be an idea. Knight d2, knight c4, queen b7 is hanging. Okay. Should I take this? He takes. Yeah, I think it's fine. Because in the end I will get take. Come back to f3. If you take here, I have knight c4. Ooh. Juicy. He missed it, huh? This is winning for me now. Knight d6. Okay, knight e4 attacks the rook and the pawn. Take this. Knight f6. This is hanging. Check. भाई ये तो जीतना चाहिए. Threatening check. भाई ये मर रहा था. Okay, this was perhaps a very weird game, I must say. From opening perspective, it was maybe slight. Okay, a5 instead of a5, maybe I could do bishop g5 or c4, but a5. Yeah, bishop g5 was better. But I think the exchange sack was nice. At the very least. Not bad, not bad. Knight d2. Ah, here he had rook e3. And rook d8. Oh, what a beautiful move. Now threatening here and I will lose my queen or the knight. So if I take here, check and I lose the knight. Wow. Amazing. Amazing tactic. Okay, knight f5 was the best move here. What is the accuracy of this game? How do I know? No clue. Okay, guys, I'll end today's stream. Thank you all for following, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Hopefully, I can keep moving on this path towards improvement and get better. And who knows what will happen. Take care, guys. Bye.